Terraria is my boyfriend's most played game on Steam. It's the reason he downloaded Steam to begin with. He's been in a relationship with it longer than me. Because I'm unwilling to let another 2,000 hours of his love and affection slip away, it only made sense to leap into this love affair with him. Most times we sit down to play, he slips into the same old efficiency bullshit he's picked up from the other 40 some odd times he's played. If you don't know by now, date night is not the time or place for productivity. The first time he introduced me to Terraria, he figured out pretty quick that this was gonna be more of a laissez-faire kind of playthrough. Damn it.
Wow.
Shut up. For me, it's all about the building. If it were up to me, I'd be completely content with just making cool shit all weekend. That's what makes Terraria special. If I can't reach a spot, we need to craft wings. If I want to use a certain block, we've got to get to hard mode. It's when I get into a pinch like this that I'm thankful I've got my boyfriend to lend me a hand. Sending him out to go kill the wall of flesh so that I can mine pearlstone is like the video game equivalent of sending him to Ulta. Except with this, he doesn't come home with the wrong stuff. I don't think he was prepared for the absolute tornado of destruction that I'd bring to this game. If you're particular about world purity in the slightest, you may want to take a pass on the whole Terraria date night idea. As you probably know already, there are infectious blocks that can spread to others. Allegedly, I was told about this at some point, and to the surprise of absolutely no one, I decided to build out a crimstone.
Let me guess. Your home?
It was. And it was beautiful. Titan was like most planets.
With over 9 years of experience under his belt, he's actually a pretty decent builder himself. I'm a little jealous how he's wed form and function in his builds. I'm constantly getting stuck on landings and corners in my house. At least I have a great aesthetic. I like that there's a little friendly competition between us about building the best house. He knows a lot more about block names and how they look, but I'm figuring stuff out. Now if I could just keep bombs out of my hotbar. Fuck.
What?
Don't mirror.
What happened to my bed?
There was a very fine line keeping my boyfriend from sitting in his chair and playing this game all day, and I realize now that line was me. It's because of Terraria that we're gonna end up with our faces on a milk carton somewhere. We really should start telling our families we're going out of town ahead of date night weekends so no one wonders why we disappear for weeks at a time.
What day is it?
Thursday.
What year?
I'm always getting on my boyfriend for the inhumane treatment of our NPCs. I'll never forget the skinny little prison chambers he stuffed them all into. We've grown a lot as a couple since then, and I've helped him to see the light of the custom houses. He still occasionally builds prisons, but at least they're thematically decorated as such. No, Timmy!
He was just a boy.
If you've come to know Terraria for the mining or the boss fights, then there's a good chance date night will be a long overdue lesson in paints and dyes. Like seriously, set aside a couple extra gold. These brushes ain't cheap.
That's 49 cents of spilt milk dripping all over my table. Somebody gonna drink this milk.
I put so much focus on the building that the weapon types and classes all kind of go over my head. There is a class that lets you summon a bunch of pets to fight for you. Now that's more my style. It's also marginally more useful because I don't get bullied by a bunch of slimes while I'm building. He's learned not to expect it to go a long way in boss fights though. It won't let me wormhole.
Are you on the team?
What color are we?
I don't know. I'm trying to fight right now.
When we play together, my boyfriend gets to enjoy a brand new difficulty setting. It's a one-on-one boss fight, but with their health scaled for multiplayer. That's because I spend most of the battle spectating from the "you were slain" screen. Such is the life of the hard carried. Despite that, I always insist on being present when he summons the bosses, even though we both know I'll spend the entire fight staring at a respawn timer. It was especially bad for the wall of flesh because I have a bad habit of tabbing out in the middle of our elevator. You said you'd wait for me.
Sorry.
Part of what makes Terraria such a fun game to play together is there's a little something for everyone. Long after the Moon Lord is dead, we're still loading up our old world, but just a word of caution to the couple's co-op crowd. I love playing Terraria so much, he can never play it by himself again. I'm attracted to it like a shark to blood, and a block doesn't get built in this house without me getting a piece of the action. This is no longer a him thing. It's an us thing. Even when he thinks he's getting away with playing that single player world of his, there's an evil presence watching him.